Hanging out with the guys from DNA Extreme Clean. We've been wondering all day. We've been talking amongst ourselves in the trailer all day about what you people do. Because we weren't sure at first, and then we read the shirt and went, oh! What happened right there? So what's your name, sir?
My name is Rick.
Rick?
Aiken.
I saw your name on the business card, I think.
Yes, you did. Yes, you did.
So tell me a little bit about what you guys do. I mean, it's obviously a service that is needed.
It's, yes, it's a service that's needed. It's a necessary service. We do crime scene, trauma scene cleanup. Anytime a suicide, homicide, pretty much that's it. We do all of the nasty stuff that everybody else shouldn't have.
All right, so the question bears to be asked. What's the coolest thing you've ever seen that nobody else should ever have to see? He's shaking his head over there.
None of it's really cool because it's a gruesome job. All
right, now let's change the word. Not such a cool thing, but what's the word? How we do it? Unique or interesting. What's the craziest thing you've seen?
The most interesting thing we've seen is we cleaned up a mobile home out in Odessa, and the gentleman laid there for 27 days.
No!
With no electricity.
Ow!
And he kind of just melted into the floor. And that was probably the most interesting.
So how do you clean something like that?
Just rip and tear everything out. Everything has to come out. You can't clean at that point. Everything has to be replaced. It has to be taken out and replaced with all new stuff. There's no cleaning up a 27-day-old decom.
Woo! You guys he's got the lingo down. There's a little decomp action going on right here.
Oh yeah, decomp, belated discovery.
Yeah, what does that mean?
That means somebody that passes away and isn't found for a day or 2 or 3 or 5 weeks.
A day or 2 or 5 weeks. You know that?
5 weeks decomp. We've had 1 month decomp. We've had 2 weeks. We've had 3 days. We've had just recent. It's all.
So I've not had the pleasure of breathing in that odor. I mean, tell me a little bit about that.
It's, well, to summarize it, if you take a piece of hamburger and you put it in a Ziploc baggie, and then you put that Ziploc baggie inside of another Ziploc baggie and you let it sit out in the sun for a month, and then you open them up and you smell it, that's the odor.
I mean, yeah, you got to go in and get all masked up and whatnot, I presume. I mean, that's pretty nasty stuff.
Oh yeah, Tyvek suits, P100 respirators, boot covers, 8mm rubber gloves, the whole shebang.
Yeah, it takes a special.
Anything porous, the odor will absorb into your clothes, fabrics, carpet, anything. So if you're in there for half an hour, you come out and your clothes smell like it. So we have Tyvek suits and the whole shebang.
Goodness gracious, that's some crazy stuff right there. What do you do for the general public? Thanks, 13.
Well, we take a lot of the hassle of dealing with the trauma a second time by being there for them to clean up the mess.
We can hear him just fine.
We try to keep people from suffering the same trauma twice, and that's our tagline for our business cards. No one should ever have to be a victim twice.
You shouldn't have to go through an incident like this, because when this happens, the general public doesn't plan for this. They don't prepare for this. It's a sudden incident, and what do? It's a sudden incident on steroids, and you don't know what to do. So we kind of relieve them of all of that stress. We act as property manager. We work with people out of state, because when the family finds out that a loved one passes away, and this happens, and we have to go in and clean, they're generally out of state. They're 2 or 3 days away, and they don't want to have to come down here to deal with grandma or grandpa's effects and things and have to face that. So we go in kind of as a proxy. We go in before they ever come down here, and we'll get the house all clean. We'll change the locks. We'll mow the grass. We'll take out the garbage in the house, just so when they get here, everything is so they can deal with it. So if they want to stay in that house rather than renting a hotel, they can.
So I mean, and I guess it's a service. I mean, we make poke a little fun at it, but it's definitely something that you may be faced with. Now, how do we get in touch with you folks?
We have a phone number, 727-487-3562 or 727-243-6179. Those are cell phone numbers. We're available 24 hours a day. If you call me at 3 o'clock in the morning, I'll be there at 3:30.
Can folks get to you online as well?
No, we don't have our website up and running just yet because there's not a whole lot of information that you can say about this online.
Okay. Well, give us the phone numbers one more time.
727-487-3562 and 727-243-6179.
All right, the guys from DNA Extreme Clean. You may need them, so write those numbers down, and we'll put them up on our website someplace so you guys can get to them. We appreciate you guys stopping by. Appreciate you giving us the stuff to give away for our giveaways this afternoon. And I hope I don't have to see you soon, unless we're out having a beer.
There you go. There you go.
That's the only time.
All right, there you go. Back to the music we go. It's the Rockin' Roadshow live here from Grace Effects. Get it done.